begin with the race for San Diego mayor, which is now runoff between those two men. City Council member David Alvarez on the left and Kevin Faulconer on the right. Only 10 News kept these results up on the air until the race was called early this morning. With 100% of precincts now reporting, Faulconer got almost 44% of the vote. Alvarez got 25%, and with about 2,500 fewer votes, Fletcher got 24%. And with Nathan Fletcher, Michael Aguirre finished with only a little more than 4% of the vote. So those two apparently are out of the running. 10 News reporter Marie Cornell live at City Hall with what is next for the top two. Marie?
Well, Bill, having talked to the candidates extensively over the last couple of days, it was always in the mindset that whoever made it to that next level would focus on that runoff election starting Tuesday night. Now, 10 News kept a close eye on the Alvarez and Fletcher race because it was so tight. And we also noticed there was a difference in their moods last night. I want to get to some video. 10 News cameras were there as Nathan Fletcher addressed his supporters. And even before the official tally was in, he was vowing to keep fighting until the end, and that was a major difference in mood when compared to what we saw at David Alvarez's election party, where you could see smiles and just feel a sense of excitement, even though all of the ballots had not yet been counted. And even listening to their speeches, you could tell there was a difference.
I couldn't be prouder of the support we've had. I couldn't be prouder of each of you. It's a tremendous honor.
We started off as the underdog in this race, but we proved that if we work together, if we work hard, if you share real values with people about hard work, about dedication, that anything is possible.
And right now, the runoff election is tentatively scheduled for February 11th. We are live from City Hall this morning. Marie Cornell, 10 News.
Thank you, Marie. And as you know, the race is far from over for Kevin Faulconer, even though he took a commanding lead shortly after the polls closed last night. In fact, the numbers were better than his campaign even expected. He won again, 43.6% of the vote to be exact. Faulconer told 10 News as votes were coming in, he knows he still has a tough battle ahead of him.
First thing tomorrow, we get back to work. But I'm excited because our message of, continuing the reforms at City Hall, saving those dollars to be invested back into our neighborhoods, that's a message that's working, resonating. That's what I believe. That's what I've done on the council. And that's what San Diegans are hungry for.
Now, that work he'll have to do will most likely be to beat David Alvarez. 10 News cameras were there right when Alvarez watched his vote count pass Nathan Fletcher. That was shortly after 11 p.m. Now, at this point, it does look like Faulconer will face Alvarez, though the Registrar has not certified those vote totals yet. We asked San Diego City Councilman Scott Sherman if he thinks Faulconer can beat Alvarez.
He's in the first term, just like I am. He doesn't have any practical business experience out there. I don't think I'm ready after one term to become mayor of the 8th largest city in the country. I don't think David's ready either.
Stay with 10 News this morning. In our 6:30 half hour, we will have David Alvarez and Kevin Faulconer live here in the studio to talk about the results and the runoff ahead.